This episode was filmed at the 13 Trees Coffee House in New Braunfels. To see upcoming events at the 13 Trees, scan the QR code below. If your business would like to be featured on the HCMG podcast, feel free to reach us at hillcountrymusician@gmail.com. We feature the songs and stories of local musicians every week. Thanks for watching and supporting local live music.
Hey friends, welcome to another episode of the Hill Country Musicians Guild podcast, or HCMG. But it's a pleasure to be with you today. You guys are about to be spoiled. In our quaint little coffee shop, the 13 Trees Coffee Shop is one of the best songwriters that I know. He lived just an adventurous life, being a firefighter, traveling, writing about really interesting things from, meeting the love of his life to shooting hogs. So I'd like to pass the torch over to the one, the only Michael Hess. Welcome very much, Michael. It's great to have you.
Good to be here, Joe. Thanks for the invite.
Most definitely. Would you like to start off the show with a song for the folks at home?
Sure.
Cool. Love to hear it.
This one's called Colors and Hues, and I wrote this one for my wife. Very personal one. I have conjured up these notes, I have put them to these chords. I will sing you things I cherish, and I give thanks to the Lord for you. This is all for you. You can sum up all my love I spent holding your hand. Honey, just calculate all those letters hid in your tin can, so close to you. You're so close to you. You're the apple of my eye, a smile when I am blue. You're the rainbow in the sky when the sun is shining through a cool rain. A cool, cool rain. You're that perfect silhouette every artist wants to draw. You're the beauty of the canvas. You're my spring, you are my fall. Colors and hues. That's why I love you. The day I woke and wondered to a beauty next to me, once a 30-year-old waitress, I was cooking up something to say. I couldn't let her get away. I said I am a lucky man, and I know this to my core. You're the angel God has sent to bless my life with something more than time to burn. You're my every twist and turn. You're the apple of my eye, smile when I am blue. You're the rainbow in the sky when the sun is shining through a cool rain. A cool, cool rain. You're that perfect silhouette every artist wants to draw. You're the beauty of the canvas. You are my spring, you are my fall, colors and hues. And that's why I love you.
Beautiful song,
Thank you very
as
much.
always. Thank you so much for playing that. And a great way to start off this podcast. And for those that can't see it, Michael Hess's wife is in the back, and I turned and took a look at her, and she was singing along with it, and I was just like, that's cool. It's nice to know that when you've written a song for someone else, and they reciprocate the feelings, they enjoy it, that they hold on to that song. I've written songs for other people, and they're like, "Oh, nice, yeah, that's cool." And you're like, "Oh, well, there's a piece of art gone into the cosmos." But at any rate, just getting to a couple of questions. How long would you say you've been primarily songwriting?
I probably started really songwriting where I thought I knew how to write a song was around 1997.
1990s. I'm not going to disclose my age there. No, I'd be 5 years old at the time.
I think that the guitar, I played it when I was real young, back in elementary school, but my family couldn't afford a guitar back then.
Mm-hmm.
And when I graduated from high school in '74, I met a really good friend that became a friend for life, Scott Byers. And he would invite us and a few other friends over while he played, and he played covers. He was learning the Eagles, John David Souther,
Mm-hmm.
James Taylor, and that guy could finger style and play everything to the T, as well as sing it. So he really inspired me to start doing covers, and I started doing covers a lot, learning how to play the guitar, learning the neck, what chord progressions to use.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was in the 90s, my other best friend had a hunting lease that he leased on, and he would have 2 parties a year, and they were themed around hog killing. And at these 2 parties a year, he would invite a bunch of songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
They were professional songwriters. That's what they did for a living. And they lived up in Fort Worth, Dallas area, and all that stuff. And he'd invite them down. And on those 2 weekends, from Thursday to Monday, they played covers, but they played originals that just blew my mind.
Mm.
And I said, man, that was my inspiration.
So truly, you were immersed in great songwriters from the beginning. It wasn't just picking up later. This is the one thing that I envy about the previous generations, is that they could be in the car or in a store or something like that, and the radio would be on, and there would be a modern song out there, but to us, it's like an all-time great songwriter's song. And it was just common. You could just go through the radio and be like, oh, James Taylor, George Harrison.
Yeah.
And just like, you get some of the best songs ever written in a span of a couple of years, one right after the next.
Absolutely.
And so I guess what's interesting is that you've gone through, your career being a firefighter, you probably were exposed to and been around some very harrowing sights. Did that take effect in any of your songwriting?
When I first started working there in 1988 at New Braunfels Fire Department, I was told about the flood of 1972. And more recently, in the past year, one of the guys at the Redbirds listening room, Rob Darksmith, came up with this idea for a song and kind of shared it with about 12 to 15 of us about the ghost float. And I ended up writing a song about the flood of 1972.
Wow. And you
Called
were,
Muddy Wall of Water.
did you
That was a big
personally
inspiration.
experience that?
So in 1998, flood of 1998 and 2002, I was on shift, both shifts of the 2 floods in New Braunfels. Yeah, it was quite something.
I can only imagine.
Left the station at 8 o'clock in the morning, didn't get back till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
In comparison with what had just happened this past July, how would you compare them?
Oh, it's much worse. It's the amount of lives lost. Yeah, it's incredible. There were from what I remember when I did the research, when I got deeper into the flood of 72, there was about maybe 27 people that drowned between here and San Marcos. But yeah, with what's going on, that should never have happened. Those people should have been out of there. But
It's
that's
very sad.
devastating.
The only real silver lining that I've seen is just the amount of people that have stepped up to help out in so many ways. There's been so many volunteer efforts. I and a friend were actually going to go and volunteer our time, and they said, we don't have any places to fill you. We've had so much help come by. And then we were personally planning on doing a charity concert, and then I found that there was about somewhere between 10 and 15 other ones going on, and I was like, would it be disingenuous to try to just throw my hat in there at the same time when all of these other people are doing it? And so I was like, I'll hold off on it unless, of course, in a few months' time they're like, we're still needing funds or something like that. But it's really cool. What I especially love about your songwriting is just how vivid it is. The picture is painted every time, whether it's a slightly humorous song or if it's talking about someone in particular. I can close my eyes and I'm there, and that's very, very unique. I myself need to work on that. But I guess when you look at your when you first got into songwriting to where you are now, do you look at some of your earlier songs and still hang on to them, or have you, as time progressed, just kind of...
I've let them go.
You let them go?
Yeah. There were some pretty good ones there, but I've written so many songs since then that I focus on what I'm playing out when I play out. So
do you have
I've got about 85 to 89 songs that I work on.
Oh, that's
a lot.
great.
So I can do like 3 hours of originals, but people want to hear some covers, so I do a few covers in between.
That is the truth. I mean, I really do appreciate what the songwriters are doing in the area and trying to change the culture to make them appreciate songwriters. But at the same time, they just want to hear the songs that they know. And you got to respect that at some point, especially if you're trying to make a living doing music.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Talking with Tracy Weinberg, we actually brought up this, and Tracy was like, oh, the solution is 2 words, tribute bands. I was like, really? And then when he said that, it kind of hit me. I was like, wait a second, there's like 6 different Beatles tribute bands, and then of course there's so many Elvis's impersonator walking around. But, I mean, doesn't it feel that we're just trying to capture a moment in time, and we're almost afraid of creating something new? I don't know. That's my personal thought on it.
Well, you're very different than anybody else. I try to be different than anybody else.
You try to be.
The reason I stopped learning covers and got away from them was so. And then I also took some guitar lessons to learn more about the neck and how to move around different places to play the chords in multiple positions, and getting some open tuning sounds out of some of the major and minor chords and stuff to write what I write so that it doesn't sound like anybody else. I want to sound like me.
That is, I believe that wholeheartedly. I'm completely aligned with that. I mean, yesterday I was at the Screaming Goat, and there were some great musicians out there, but there was just some times where I wasn't even looking at the musicians. I was just kind of listening in, and I was like, man, I have heard this type of song, just the same dirt road country. Looks like you're reading off of a CVS receipt, a cold beer, a cold shoes, whatever. And it gets boring. I really do like it when people, try to get as creative as they can, either as a storyteller, as a poet, as being humorous, or really just trying to mash different chords together in a sense that we haven't seen before. And it's cool because I feel like you're a culmination of a lot of those things.
I don't think David Lee's daughter was there last night, was she?
David Lee's daughter? No,
Yeah,
David Lee was
she's out
there.
on the road. Yeah, David Lee's there. His daughter is a really good songwriter.
I have yet to meet
You'll
her.
really enjoy her. You will really enjoy her. When she's in town, she'll play on the Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
She'll get up there and play.
Yeah.
And she works with a bunch of different songwriters like her dad did. And man, he's a great inspiration, but it's a great venue.
Very friendly. I mean, I had not met him before, and he paid me a nice compliment. He's like, "That's probably the most unique thing I've heard up there on stage."
Yeah.
Although that could be slightly backhanded as well. I don't know. But I think he was genuinely being nice.
Oh, he's what he says.
Yeah. So I mean, when he said that, I considered it a good compliment.
I consider it probably, he went, "Wow, this is a refreshing tune to my ears."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess what I would be thinking about next is, do you have a desire to ever try a genre outside of your comfort zone? Like, there's been a couple times for me where I know what my comfort zone is, and I'm like, could I try rock? Could I try something harder and just attempt it? Or do you think that it's like, I found my sound, this is where I'm going to be?
Well, I know I could do blues,
Mm-hmm.
and what I always wanted to do when I was a kid is I wanted to be a crooner singer. I love saying Frank Sinatra,
Yeah.
Mel Torme. I love that stuff, and so I would, if I'd learned jazz chords, I probably would do some of that stuff. Absolutely.
Jazz chords are great, and I mean, they can be overdone, but I don't know. Did you ever get to see? She was at Green's Last Call a couple of times. Cassandra. She has curly hair.
Oh, I didn't see it. No, I haven't been watching those. I've been working on doing recordings of some new stuff.
Yeah, Cassandra came
Send me
in,
that time.
and it's just refreshing because you're like, oh my goodness, she's playing like 1960s sambas and stuff like that. Like she played the one-note samba that was played on the Dean Martin show and a couple of other songs like that. And I'm like, no one else around here does that. It's so refreshing.
William Beckman can.
William Peckman?
Beckman. William Beckman. Yes, he's from, I believe, San Angelo, and he speaks Spanish, so he can do Spanish melodies, country western. He writes it all, and when he does a show at Green Hall, he'll do 2 nights in a row. He sells out. He's amazing.
And when it comes to your own music playing, I know that you're working on an album right now. Do you have a desire to play more shows or go on tour or do something on a larger scale? Or do you like just kind of being in the New Braunfels area and just hitting the occasional place? And
I would like to get out and play music festivals is what I'd like to be able to do.
that'd be really cool.
And get out of the bars. I want to go where people want to listen. That's, I work so hard every day to try to write a new song that I want people to listen, that want to hear something new and refreshing to be listeners of it, and not just be the white noise in the background while they're enjoying and talking and watching a football game or whatever.
There's so many of those around here. So do you try to write a new song every single day?
Oh yeah, I was trying to write one today. Came up with a new chord progression that sounds
Nice.
really good, and I recorded it. So when you come up with those, you better put it on your phone right now because it's like a flash in the pan, man. If you don't do it right then, it's gone forever. It's happened to me many times.
That's a really good point. I was listening to, I forgot who said it, but it was like the big difference between recording music or inspiration for music back when he was growing up in the 60s was he's like, if you, didn't get it recorded somehow, some way with a tape deck, you were going to lose it. And so a lot of times, like if he didn't have access to it, he would just have to play that chord progression over and over and over until it was stuck in his head, and then wait until he could get to a place where he could record it. And so then he knew, really, by the time he sat down to just get the demo of it, whether it was good or not.
Right.
Because nowadays, I can record everything that I think is a good idea, but it may not be.
Right, exactly. Yeah, once you record it and do a demo of it and listen to it yourself, you go, I don't like that delivery. Let me try something else. Because every song that I write, I try to make it the best song that I've ever written.
Wow.
So that I don't have a bunch that I just end up throwing in the trash because they're just coming in my head. You know what I mean?
I
Kinda
get
deal.
that.
So.
Have you ever been stuck writing a song and you got it to where it's phonetically finished? So it's like, I've got words here, but it's not, it doesn't really bear any meaning. It's just like the amount of words that I want per bar.
Absolutely. Practically every song, there's very few songs that I write that those were the correct words. So when I have a song coming, I just let the words flow, and I do it the old-fashioned way: pencil, paper. I write them down and make sure I have an eraser. And I put sometimes the verse, a lot of times the verse would come first, and lately I'm getting the chorus first, which makes it so much easier to write a song. But if I can get one verse started, I can start letting the lyrics flow, work on the chord progression and the verses, and then I go back. And my biggest problem is I get real wordy, so that doesn't fit the melody. So I use a dictionary and the thesaurus, and I start rearranging the words I'm finding in a rhyming dictionary as well. And I try to find the right words that'll fit in there and say exactly what I was trying to say, but in a more condensed way. It's easier to learn fewer lyrics too.
It's true. Younger musicians, right there is some extremely good advice. I mean, that is gold bricks of wisdom right there, because a lot of times, especially younger songwriters, not only are you writing things that are very, very angsty. I've never heard a young musician write a happy song. But on top of that, it's usually what you guys are writing, it has so many words in it, and you can usually consolidate that, make your melody a little bit flow a little bit better, and not, you know, the biggest problem about when you add so many words then is then you're thinking to myself, where do I take a breath? And that's been a big issue for a lot of my songs. But that's excellent advice. I was wondering if you could do another song for us. That'd be great if you could.
Sure, man. Since we were on that, we were talking about the first song I wrote and what the hog killing songs. I'll do that. Nice. I wasn't planning on doing that one, but I'm going to do it anyway. The big inspiration, man. So maybe my wife can do the drunk chick cow with me. You'll understand where I'm coming from when you hear it. Have this old friend of mine, his favorite hobby, killing swine. Twice a year we meet him at his hunting ranch by that HCOA sign. Eat, drink, celebrate, get drunk, and get married. Sing songs and telling stories about a beast so black and hairy. The weekend seems to last so long, it goes on and on and on. We bring our boats, action bullet launching, 28-inch guns. Chris supplies us a 10-gallon ammo box to keep hogs on the run. Those bullets start flying, bet that one is lying on the ground. Then we'll field dress him, say a blessing, string him up, and we will gather round. That's why I love my bullets, love my guns, love hog killing weekend, 'cause it's so much fun. We know that Kenny Lundy will be singing hog on a hill. Those drunk chicks will be howling at the moon. Ooh, yeah. Well, some bring the bows and arrows, some bring the bowie and knives. Some as mean as wildcats bring with them their 9 lives. The Russian hog and old buffalo log, he's a mighty adversary. He's got knives of his own and 3/4-inch steel armor that he carries. It's like a 400-pound locomotive train, big, black, filthy, stinky, and mean. That's
I love my bullets, love my guns, love hog killing weekends because it's so much fun. I know that everybody will be singing hog on a hill. Those drunk chicks will be howling at the moon. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear this awful sound. Must be a hog in the hunting camp, so I quickly scrounge around. Find my gun, put my finger on the trigger. I sneak around the corner, and by the fire I see a figure. A snorting, grunting silhouette, a hog-killing man passed out in that chair. We know what he's dreaming about. That's why I love my bullets, love my guns, love hog-killing weekends, cause it's so much fun. I know that everybody will be singing hog on a hill, and those drunk chicks will be howling at the moon. Get to the last verse. Well, I hear those rifles firing, I hear those bullets sing. Must be another hog on the loose. Nope, it's just Kenny's jeans. Got no reason for picking on him, it's just a general rule. As Glenn Wyatt used to say, Chris, you are unusually cruel. Well, that's just the way we wrap up another hog killing weekend. That's why I love my bullets, love my gun, love hog killing weekends because it's so much fun. Know that everybody will be singing hog on a hill, and those drunk chicks, yeah, those drunk chicks, yeah, those drunk chicks will be howling at the moon. Thank you very much.
Oh man, that was great. Man,
The story. Our nephew and his whole family came down, flew down from California, and it's Christmas time.
no, it's okay.
And so we played that song, and they were singing it the whole time they were there. They sang it on the plane, all of them. There's like 12 or 15 of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
they had a blast.
And they
It was a
had
great Christmas.
Oh man.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that was. It's a great song. I am curious about the drunk chick part. Sounds like that must have happened.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a true story.
Okay.
So how they came about was, so you remember the big gallon sun tea bottles, and they had a little spout at the bottom once you made sun tea?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they would take one of those jars and they'd fill it up with ice, and then they put fresh squeezed lemons.
Mm-hmm.
They put a full bottle of vodka in it, about a pound of sugar in there, and then they, get it even up. And then what they do is they would go around.
Purely for hydration, of
Everybody would
course.
take turns shaking. It would take 30 minutes, but they would take it. Here, you take turns because it's pretty heavy.
Oh man.
And so they'd shake it up until the whole outside was frosted, and then they would take a towel and they would wrap it around your neck, and they said, open up, and then they just hold it over your mouth and open up and just say, win. And they go through about 3 of those in a night, all the way to the morning.
When was the last time you went hog hunting?
Oh God, it's been so many years. Yeah.
Because
Long time. It just got so expensive we couldn't afford it anymore.
I'd say that song could merit a sequel. It would be really funny, like hog hunting, retired, or I don't know, or now it's like hog hunting retrospect or something like that. It's like now there are drunk chicks howling at the moon, but they also take a Tylenol PM at a reasonable hour.
My buddy, I got to give him credit, Chris Quante. He's the one that would never have happened if it wasn't for him. I would not be the songwriter I am today if it wasn't for Chris Quante. I owe a lot to that young man because he was my inspiration. He's the one that invited all the songwriters, and I just can't say enough. So.
And so that's one of your influences.
The other part where I talk about at the end where it's just Kenny Jeans.
Yeah.
So Glenn Wyatt was the husband of the wife that owned that hunting lease, and Chris, you're unusually cruel. Is the way he would say it. So we'd tell him the story about how we took Kenny's jeans out to the ski range and we blew them to smithereens, or his shoes. We do his shoes sometimes, and he was such a cool dude that he'd take those shoes that were blown. There would be, you could see his toes and everything. So he'd just take duct tape and tape the shoes around his feet, and he'd get on the plane and he'd fly back home. I mean, he didn't care. It was the greatest weekend in the world for that guy. He would take every 6 months he would write a prequel to the song Hog on a Hill. And it was a story about a man obsessed with hunting a hog and doing a lot of things until there was no hill left. And he was done with the hog. It's an incredible story. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore.
Oh.
But he wanted to be reincarnated as a butterfly.
That's well, I can understand why he wouldn't want to be reincarnated as a hog.
He was a beautiful person. That's all I can say.
But I hope that people that are listening to these songs, you get the idea of like, if you're driving right now, please keep your eyes open. But if you're not, and you're in a safe place, you can close your eyes, re-listen to that, and then you're just like, man, I see that. I see every single detail of it. I see, people ripping their jeans, shooting at things that they think are hogs, and it ends up being, a propane tank in the distance or something like that. I see all of that, and that's what's so unique about that. Also, what's really interesting is that the influence, especially when it comes to like old-timey blues, is there. I don't hear like the, what is it called, arena country, where it's usually like 1, 4, and 5, and then it's just the same regurgitated things. That the picking pattern is unique. The chord scheme is like all you have to do is change to a regular strum.
It's like the old school storytelling chord progression.
And I miss that.
Stuff. I listen to about every genre there is.
Any genre that you won't listen to?
Yeah, I don't like rap too much, but it depends on who's doing it.
There's
as
some
long as
merit.
they keep it civil, it's cool stuff. But yeah,
There are. I can try to appreciate all genres. I may not, they're not going to be in my playlist, but I'll try to find something that I appreciate of all genres. Like years ago, I was doing. It was a spotlight technician work in Austin, and it was for like an Indian concert. And it's music that I do not care for, but I can also appreciate how difficult it is because it's all microtonal, and they're like going between notes extremely fast. And so I go, wow, that's really, really difficult to do. Am I going to listen to it on the way home? No, but I can still appreciate it. But like I said, I do appreciate your music, and I really think that you can and you do lead by example. You have a great work ethic that shows in your music playing and in your songwriting as well. So I appreciate that very much.
well, thank you.
Yeah, when it comes to the songwriting scene that you see here, particularly in the Hill Country, what are your thoughts on it?
Oh my gosh, there's so many good songwriters around here. I just You know, that the only people that I was used to playing in front of was the songwriting circle at the fire pit, you know, back in the hunting days and stuff. And getting out in front of people and playing live in front of people, I didn't start doing that till probably about 4 years ago. After the Redbird had opened up, they'd already been open, I think, for a year before I ever went there the first time. And once I started tending to get in front of people, I was so nervous. I could never get through a song without making a mistake.
Oh,
I still happen sometimes because I'll go in there with a brand fresh new one, you know, and I really don't have it in my head. And that'll happen to me sometimes. But yeah. And if you hang around and listen to the 20 to 30 people that show up, you're going to get something from everybody. You know, it's amazing. And then going out and listening to the people that play out, and then the openers for these people, they're amazing. I remember Dallas Burrow. There was a good friend of mine that was really into music. Made a comment, yeah, Dallas, I've heard him before, but he really just doesn't do that much for me. I said, are you kidding me? He's one of the greatest songwriters I've ever heard. He's Mel's and my favorite songwriter.
He is
You need to
phenomenal.
really listen to him and listen to him with his band, because when you do, you're going to have a different outlook.
And a tremendous showman as well.
And what she did see him, it's her favorite band now. She never misses a show.
Wow.
Ever. It's amazing. It was so funny. But yeah,
It's
lots of
actually,
great people here.
you brought up an interesting point about Dallas. I mean, he can play solo, and he can play solos with the best of them. But yeah, he does have a great band, and he brings the energy every time. When I've seen him play with his band, I don't think I've ever seen him not break a string on his guitar, because he's pounding that sucker so hard.
And those are medium gauge strings. That's pretty hard to do.
I know. We went to. Were you there for the Port Aransas trip?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went to the one in the summertime. Yeah, I do, because you and I were smoking cigars together. But I remember he went through, I think, 2 or 3 different guitars. It's not like he's smashing them. It's just he's strumming so hard, and he's putting his heart and soul into it.
Heart and soul in it. That's what it's about.
And
That's
you're
what-
like, you see him like, oh man, we need like someone a technician just restringing the old one, because that other guitar doesn't stand a chance.
One day he will have that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do believe it.
Well, he had just recently, he signed a record deal, I believe. Very, very happy for him. It's my hope with the Hill Country Musicians Guild that we can kind of provide just a list of musicians and go like, this one right here can probably headline and just do an entire evening and sell out the place. And then when it comes to some of the newer musicians, be like, well, this one has some original material, but I think I could pair them up with this one, and we could make a good event, a good evening for you guys. And that the side that I'm bringing is that since I have to listen to all these musicians and get to know them, I can kind of figure out their strengths and weaknesses. There are some that they have really good material, but they have less than an hour of material. And so I'm like, okay, well, I can pair you with this person who maybe doesn't mind playing for just an hour or 40 minutes or something like that. And then when we put you together, we have a 3-hour show. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm hoping that we can, affiliate. And for those that are listening at home, the Redbird Listening Room is a phenomenal little listening, it's a little concert room in New Braunfels. How many people could you say that thing can hold? Like,
Legally, probably 50 to 52.
I'm asking the firemen. Yeah.
And they keep it legal.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
They do, but what's also really cool about it is just, it's kind of odd when you first walk in. You're like, hey, man, there are movie theater seats, there's church pews, there's fold-out chairs, but that doesn't negate the fact that there's something magical about that place.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Roots and Branches of Americana doing their show there.
Yeah.
Ray Wiley sells them out every time.
Amazing. Actually, our mutual friend Patrick, he just sold
Yes,
out
he
the
did.
Redbird.
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy for
That was
him.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Were you able to go to?
Oh, yeah. Patrick Sullivan.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I really wish I could have gone to that show.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I think he's, like you, is recording. Actually, on that point, how is the recording process going? Any unique
Right now I'm
challenges with
doing
this
my
one?
demos, and I haven't sealed the fact on who I'm going to use to do my next album. I still want Scott to do, because every time I listen to what he did on this last one, it just blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Do you wish that you could have like the time to experiment in the studio?
Well, I kind of have my own little studio equipment at home. I've got some really good stuff, and I learned a lot from Scott on how to mix and how to record and how to build a mix up and EQ stuff and separate it and that. And there'll probably be a couple of songs that I'll just have guitar and vocals on that I'll just do myself, separate.
Oh,
on
that
this
still
album.
would sound
So,
fantastic.
like the first one I did, Colors and Hues. I'll do that one myself.
Oh, that would be, great.
Yeah.
When it comes to your, like, let's say you finish another record or something like that, would you go to the effort of trying to make physical media, or would it just be online?
Everybody tells me I need to make physical media. I haven't even put my first album on Spotify yet. The only way you can listen to it, and you can listen to it for free all the way through, is go to my website, because I spent money for my own website. It's called michaelhessmusic.com.
I consider that philanthropic, really.
You just do a search for Michael Hess Music. It'll be the top of your search. And then just click on that. And then go to the menu thing on the left and click on music.
We'll
And that'll
definitely
come
be sure
up.
to tag it.
And then the beauty of using Bandzoogle to set up your website is it gives you the option of, a lot of people just do 99 cents. So a lot from what I've heard and learned by looking at YouTube videos about how to set it up is leave it an option where they can pay whatever they want. But the minimum would be 99 cents. So when you go there and you look there, don't worry about the option of how much do you want to pay. Just click on the song and it'll start playing, and it'll go through all 10 songs that are on the album right there.
Yeah, that's great. Actually,
And then if you want to buy it, go ahead. I'll be happy to take your money. I worked hard enough. I earned it. I tell you, it was
I'd
not
say
for
so.
free recording that album. Not
No.
even close.
even if you were doing it at your own home studio completely with, you've purchased the gear, you've set aside all that time, you're telling people do not disturb you while you're working hard at this. You have to equate your time as money. So that's good. That's a great
It's
point.
hard work. It is hard work.
When it comes to when it comes to a lot of musicians, I try to have a little bit of material for them so that I can be like, go up to a venue and go, I recommend this person. Do you recommend sending your website to venues as well to be like just take a look at my website and you can see what
I have my business card that has my album on it. So on the front of it, it's got the QR code where you can go to the website, and then on the back it's got the Venmo if you want to tip me. And I put those out on the tables.
Yeah.
So people can take that home, and usually after I do a venue, I'll kind of check to see how many people visited, and I'll have like maybe 10 people visit the website and listen to the music. It's pretty cool.
This seems like a weird transition, but did you play for, it was the songwriting competition, the green guitar one?
I did that one, huh?
Yeah, they're going to be doing it again, and what was interesting is that they asked me to promote it. I was like, I'm happy to, and I also gave them a list of musicians that I thought would do a good job there. But then I asked them, I'm like, oh, the winning's a green guitar again, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, keep in mind that the winner probably has a lot of guitars already. And I found out the person from last year who I won it is like one of the managers of RC Guitars and hasn't even touched that guitar yet. And I was suggesting that maybe not this year, it's too late, down the line, that you could help invest into either people's recording or pressing. Because if they have already recorded material, such as you, such as many other musicians, it'd be really handy and I think very unique if they could, end up with like a stack of vinyl or something like that.
Well, I think he not only won the guitar, but got a recording.
You got a recording, that's right. That was, there was 2 competitions in one. There was like the most donated, and then there was
That's right. You're right. That's right.
And I was
forgot
talking
about
to them
that.
about that. I think that's a pretty interesting way of going
Yeah,
about
they
things.
were raising money for Hope Hospice. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they seem like they're very nice. I'd
They
like to
raised a
do
lot
some
of
stuff.
money. It was good.
I'd like to do stuff with them
And Kyle
personally in the
Reed's pretty
future.
hard to beat.
Yeah,
That guy's incredible.
it's almost an honor if you lose to him. Yeah, I actually kind of wish that I was a part of that competition instead of the one that I was a part of, the one for Green Recording Studios. But at any rate, it's neither here nor there. Before we go to the next song, I would just would wonder if you could give a young songwriter some advice, just something that came to the top of your head. What would it be?
Oh, wow. Young songwriter. Well, if they're really into writing songs, is when you're writing a song and it starts coming out and you write that verse down there, and let's say you get hung up on one line, just move on. Just move on to the next subject. And then the best advice I've ever gotten is from Walt Wilkins, one of the classes that he put on. It was, I think, in Corpus Christi songwriters deal. It was like 2 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He says, all I can tell you about songwriting, if I teach you anything, is whatever you put in that first verse, make sure everything else in that song relates back to the first verse.
To the first verse. That is excellent.
And that was
advice.
probably and I thought, wow, that's all you're going to teach us? And once I got out of there and I started writing some more songs, I said, damn, Walt was right. And that is probably the best advice I've ever got that I could share. It's really good advice.
Well, yeah, on that note, I'd love to hear another song. I think that's as good a segue as ever.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll do Mona Lisa's Smile. This is a new song. It's going to be on the next album. And it's funny, so many songwriters says, I'm not going to put that out until I get my album ready. And I'm going to set it up. It's like, I'm like Dave Matthews. Let them hear it all. Sooner the better, right?
That's right.
Mona Lisa's smile, lips of red. Eyes of green looked at me when she said, take my hand, hold me close. Wander around with me, see where it goes. Took the path to the taste of love, like the fountain of youth. She filled me up. She filled me up. Mona Lisa's smile takes away my pain. When I'm torn inside, makes me whole again. Warms me like the sun when I'm cold at night. Fills me with her love, makes me feel alive. Every kiss she leaves no doubt, like my tattooed scar, mine forever now. Mine forever now. Mona Lisa's smile, lips of red. Eyes of green looked at me when she said, take my hand, hold me close. Wander around with me, took me through the pace of love, like the fountain of youth. She filled me up, she filled me up. What I feel can't be explained. She fills me with her love till I fall like a rain. Takes away my pain.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Mona Lisa smile.
Mona Lisa smile. Man, that's great. Well, I was wondering, we have a few friends that have joined us, but as we go on, I was just wondering, like, as you know, the music industry right now is kind of cutthroat. There are people that are trying to go against each other all the time. People are stealing each other's lyrics, they're stealing each other's tunes. And unfortunately, it's kind of bled over, I think, into the amateur musician scene as well. There are people that will just, refuse to book people just out of sheer spite. With the Hill Country Musicians Guild, we're trying to at least tentatively put a foot out there and make the music scene a little bit more of a friendly place. But what would you say are maybe some ways that we can, help improve the music industry as a whole? I think that we can do things about it.
Don't throw that one on me. I'll just write music, man. I don't know anything about managing. Oh my God.
Well, not necessarily managing. Like, for instance, I'd like to say that I'm trying to give musicians opportunities that they themselves would struggle getting on their own. And it's kind of sad. Like, there's musicians that I've talked to that lost all of their gigs this summer to other people just because.
Yeah, I would say that a lot of songwriters don't have a lot of self-confidence in that when they write a song that it's really that good, so they need people that, like their friends, to tell them it's really good. And then being introverted, and most people write songs because it's therapy. For themselves.
It is for me.
They didn't even think about sharing them. They wrote it for themselves. They didn't write it for somebody else. And then, their friends go, man, you should be playing out, dude. That's a great song. And that's where it starts. But then the next step is you got to go ask, say, hey, man, I would like to play at your venue. What do I need to do? Let me hear some of your music, Send me some demos.
Yeah, having the confidence.
Having you go out there and have stuff that's set up where you can offer the venue who they would fit in with. That's a great thing. And that's what the Guild's all about. That's how I see you.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, because I'm going to, obviously, when I go and visit a venue, I'm going to try to keep the right people in mind. I'm not going to put a sweet Deb Weslow in a mosh pit or something like that. Although she might be able to fend for herself, former Army. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, who pairs well with what place? And there are some places that I think that they're almost universal in nature. You can fit anyone there. I mean, if the Redbird would allow it, I bet you could get a metal band in there. It would be a little bit awkward at first, but I think they could.
That one.
They might be able to give it a shot.
They would definitely sell out, because that's just the kind of stuff that people in San Antonio love listening to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well,
They'd have people standing in the parking lot. They'd have to get big video screens.
when it comes to some of your favorite places to play around here, I mean, we've mentioned the Redbird. Are there any other places you'd like to go to?
Oh, yeah. So I played, for the first time, I played at oh, God, what is the name of the place? The Birdhouse.
The Birdhouse, yes.
It's a really, really cool place. My wife absolutely loved the food. They've got some gluten-free stuff on the menu, and that, that's a, hey, honey, I'm going to be playing at the Birdhouse. Well, I want to go. She didn't go to every venue with me, because a lot of times the food that's on the menu doesn't suit her.
I have a sister that has celiac disease, so we just gave you some free advertising, Birdhouse. My sister will be there soon.
Yeah, their food is phenomenal, and it's a really cool place to play. It's real shaded there, You know, so even in the summertime, it's pretty cool.
Also, it's like prime real estate right in Green, and a lot of people don't know about it. But yeah, some other places that you like to go to?
So the other place that I'll play it is the winery on the Green, and I love that place.
I do too.
Man, I cannot believe how many people come in, and not just to listen to music, but they come in just to buy wine and walk out with a couple of bottles of wine.
That did shock
And their
me.
wine is absolutely phenomenal. Really good stuff.
You prefer wine over beer, or?
Well, there's only one beer I'll drink, and that's Temptress from Lakewood.
I've never.
It's a
heard of it.
stout beer
Oh, I like stouts.
made here in America. It's really good. And then other than that, they've come with some new wines that are really, really, really good. Really good.
I mean, that is a unique thing. If anyone outside of the Hill Country is listening into this, we're in a very unique topographical feature where we actually have vineyards. You wouldn't think of Texas as a place that would have that, but we have quite a few of them just in the area. And in fact, some of the vineyards double as venues. I know that Megan Marie plays at a fairly large vineyard in Spring Branch. And I've talked to them once. It'd be cool if we could do some events there. But yeah, the winery on the Green is really cool. That's where we did our all-ladies songwriters night.
So another place I'll play is at a place called 13 Trees Coffee House.
Yeah, I wonder. I've heard.
I think it's on Klein Road somewhere.
Yeah, it's. Hopefully, we're not disclosing our location. No, 13 Trees is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, you probably didn't know this. They're building a new stage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a stage right out there, but they're going to be doing a pallet-based stage over on this side, and going to have better speakers and stuff like that. So that's really cool. I do see, like, we're going to be having some people that are coming in pretty soon. So I think we may wrap it up soon, but I would like for you to end on a song if you'd like.
Okay.
And it's been an absolute joy having you here.
Oh, thank you for having me, Joe. I appreciate it. It's nice to get out in front of people. Mm-hmm. It's just you and me, so I'm not as nervous.
No pressure.
50 or 60, especially at the River Listening Room. You got a bunch of songwriters that are staring at you like, "Okay, man, what you got?"
Oh yeah, and they're all of your contemporaries.
Yeah. So this is another new song that's going to be on my album. It's called Beast of Burden. I'll let the song speak for itself. Just for you, just for you. Picked it just for you. Cherish every time get the chance to hold your hand. Touch of your fingertips makes me feel like you're only man, only man. Wanna be her man. She seduced me, left me no doubt. Love me like the man you just can't live without. You can't live without. Can't live without. She's no stranger to inhibition. Ain't your life deserved? Wild little dangerous. She's my blessing. She's my curse. So I give her, Lord, please sanctify her soul. She has sinned. Wanna be her beast of burden. Wanna be her only man.
way she loves me, the way she kisses goodbye. And then she tells me, baby, gonna love you till the day I die, till the day I die. Till the day I die. Love it when she holds me, she makes me feel so good. And then she tells me, baby, take you down right here if I could. Oh, she would. Yes, she would. Love to watch her dance, love to see her smile. The way that she plays innocent till the moment she gets wild. She gets wild. She's so wild. She's no stranger to inhibition, the way your life deserves. While the little danger is, she's my blessing, she's my curse. So forgive her, Lord, please sanctify her soul. For she has sinned. Wanna be her beast of burden, wanna be her only man. Wanna be her beast of burden, I'm gonna love her till the end.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And
I missed a few chords there, but
we call
It's okay.
that just artistic liberties on your own song.
that's right.
But like I know that you have a couple of shows coming up. I know you got one here at the 24th. Is there anything else that's happening soon for you?
Yeah, I have one this coming Saturday from 2 to 4.
This
Yeah,
coming
Winery on the
Saturday.
Green.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm glad that you kind of have a residency there because I know that they really like you. I think that when it comes to places that fit, that's just a perfect tie-in, especially because you love wine, your wife loves wine, but it's just also the nature of the place. The only thing I would say is that that place does get a little hot sometimes.
Well, if you stay in the shaded part right there, they've got a bunch of fans and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
then in the fall and the spring, it's really nice when
Beautiful in
there's
spring.
twice as many people there
Mhm.
because they've got the picnic tables and the umbrellas that open up to cover
That's
the
right.
picnic tables and all that stuff.
Well, anyways, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. I wish that we could go a little bit longer, but we're trading places with another group here. But hey, this has been the HCMG podcast, Hill Country Musicians Guild. And once again, we've had Michael Hess here. Michael, if you could tell them where's the best place to find you online?
MichaelHessmusic.com.
MichaelHessmusic.com. All right, sounds good. Well, take care, everyone. We hope to see you later.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your day.